I'm sure you've had this experience where you get a red Toyota Camry, and all of a sudden, everywhere you go, you see red Toyota Camrys. Recently, a topic has come to the forefront, and primarily because the brand of skincare that I love has released this product. So I was curious about it, and then all of a sudden, I see it absolutely everywhere on social media, and it is a barrier repair product. I'd heard the expression skin barrier repair before and vaguely thought that it was sort of an aspect of moisturizer or serum, but I didn't know that there was an actual product called a barrier repair product. And you'd think I would know these things. I'm in the skincare industry, but it was not on my radar. So, next week, I'm going to talk about how I'm incorporating the barrier repair product into my winter skincare routine. But before we do that, I thought we'd have a week of Q&A about what exactly is it? Who needs it? Why do we need it? Why haven't we needed it in the past? And so, if these are questions that you've been thinking through, I'm very excited to have this conversation with you. And if you're using barrier repair, you can definitely share your thoughts with us because I'm brand new to it. So, if we haven't met yet, I'm Michelle from Michelle Fox Beauty. I started in the beauty industry in June 2000 as a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant. In the last few years, probably the last 3 years, I've expanded online with the help of social media. And now I think of myself as more of a beauty influencer for mature women. So we love to chat about skincare and cosmetics and the issues that we face as we continue the aging process. And today I want to talk about barrier repair because it's particularly relevant for women over 50, let's say, because our skin, as we know, changes. It gets drier, the barrier becomes weaker. So let's start at the very beginning. Oh, hold that thought. If you haven't yet subscribed to Michelle Fox Beauty, take a moment and do that because that will help us get to our next goal of 10,000 subscribers. Okay, here we go. So, what is a barrier repair product? It does exactly that. So, our outer layer, our outermost layer of skin is our skin barrier. And so think of any damage done to that outermost layer. So, what could that be? It could be patchy, dry skin, red, flaky skin, abrasions, things that, so we're not talking so much about how it looks, but more about the condition that it's in. Barrier repair is going to replace or rejuvenate the things that are lacking that cause our skin barrier to sort of break down. As we age, those things are naturally diminishing in us. So the lipids and the ceramides, our body naturally, as we age, produces less. So we are more likely to have issues with our skin barrier. So a barrier repair product is going to have those ingredients that we're lacking. So that's going to be ceramides, peptides, fatty acids. Barrier repairs also contain ingredients that are going to soothe our skin to give us comfort. And so that can be niacinamide. Sometimes it's panthenol or oat extract. So there are different ingredients that can be used. But the concept is that you are helping to heal and soothe and repair the outermost layer of skin. So is that the same thing as a moisturizer? No, it isn't. Although there are moisturizers on the market that claim to have a barrier repair function, and I don't doubt that they do, but a true barrier repair product is something that you're going to use before your moisturizer. So one question that I had was, is it going to replace something that I'm already using? Because Lord knows I have a plethora of skincare products. And no, it doesn't replace, it can enhance or work with. So, for example, think of when your skin might be particularly vulnerable. So, after you've used a full strength retinol product or you've done a glycolic peel, your skin is more likely to be dry, red, irritated, even a little bit sore. And so a skin barrier repair product is going to soothe it and repair any damage that's been done. So a great example would be skin cycling. So in skin cycling, you have specific steps that you take on specific days, and one of those days is your repair day, your repair, restore, renew, where you're taking a break from all of those powerful ingredients and products. And so a barrier repair product would be something that you would use on that night. Personally, I would probably also use a moisturizer with it, but like I said, there are barrier repair products that sort of cover all your bases where it's a night cream as well. So it depends on what you're using. And I do have a group of barrier repair products in my Amazon shop. The link to that is in the description of this video. But hold that thought because there's something new happening that I want to talk about as well. So anyway, we'll put a pin in that. Um, my next thought was, do I need it? My skin type is normal. I'm not super dry and I'm not super oily. And honestly, to me, I like to keep things simple and streamlined. So I wasn't really sure, but lo and behold, as the weather has been changing from summer to fall and very, very quickly to winter weather, and the air is drier and colder, I've noticed dry patches that just won't give it up. That I've put all kinds of moisturizer and heavy moisturizers and different things, oils, and it's still there. And it's because that barrier is damaged there. So I'm super excited to use the barrier repair and see how that impacts these dry patches, mostly around my nostrils, and then I'll get places on my cheeks. But I so rarely have dry skin. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, well, you just put moisturizer on it and it fixes it. But that isn't always the case. So if you have dry, irritated, red skin, so rosacea might be one example of when you would want to use a skin barrier product. In particular, women that are over 50, especially post menopause, as all of these, like I said, these things that our body used to naturally produce no longer is producing it, or not as much of it. We start to see changes in our skin. We see the dullness, the dryness, the lack of luminosity, etc., etc. Sometimes it gets a little overwhelming to start listing them, doesn't it? Anyway, the barrier repair is going to help with that. It's going to help replace what we're lacking. So it is not. It's something that most of us can benefit from. There may be certain times of year where you're more likely to use it. So, like for me, I'm feeling pretty good about using it right now in the winter months. Will I need it in the summer? I don't know. And so it is something that you use as needed, sort of like a charcoal mask, where I don't do a charcoal mask every day. I don't really have a regimen for it, but I use it when I feel like I need it or I could benefit from it. In the same way, you'll learn how your skin responds to these barrier repair products, and you'll be able to figure out when that is what you need, when that's the thing that's missing. So then I wondered if it has any age fighting properties, since it is targeted. I mean, it's targeted to pretty much any age, but in particular, women over 50 can benefit from it. So I'm like, well, what else? What else does it do? And it doesn't. It's not an age fighting product per se, but it will help your age fighting products do their job more effectively. So it is a companion product. It's something that you would use alongside of your retinol. So it allows your age fighting ingredients to work more effectively, and then it also prevents irritation from the stronger ingredients. So they are used in tandem. And then I was wondering, okay, so is there anyone that should not use it? There are certain skincare products that I don't use, I don't need them, and, really, the answer is no. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone has to use it or should use it, but there's no one that is excluded. There's no one that couldn't benefit from something that is going to provide extra hydration, to soothe your skin, to help your products work more effectively. So I'm super excited to try it. And so the reason all of this came up, sort of like the red Toyota Camry, is because my favorite skincare brand, Mary Kay, is releasing their version. So theirs is called Clinical Solutions Barrier Restore 113. The 113 refers to the ratio of the ingredients. So there's 1 part, I have to read this to make sure I do it right. 1 part fatty acids, 1 part ceramides, and 3 parts cholesterol. And so this ratio was developed by Mary Kay scientists to mimic the natural lipid composition of a healthy skin barrier, which is essential for keeping skin hydrated, strong, and protected. So I'm still waiting for mine to arrive. I have not even tried it yet. I'm just educating myself on it, which that is my way. As soon as it comes, I'm adding it to my routine, and then next week we're going to talk about what I'm doing to counteract all of these dry patches that I'm getting as a result of the weather shifting from autumn to winter. So if you have been using a skin barrier product, I would love to hear in the comments how it has benefited you. What are your thoughts on it? Do you feel that it is a necessary part of your regimen, or are you sort of ambivalent? Whatever, you can be honest. This is a safe place. I'm really excited about it. I don't know if it's something I will use year round, but what's cool is that I will be using it throughout the winter so that, let's say I stop using it spring, summer, and I don't like what's happening, I know I need to put it back into the routine. So it's something that I am sort of experimenting with, I guess is a good word, and you can experiment with it too. So like I said, I have an Amazon grouping in my Amazon shop of different, very best-selling, highly rated. I just chose 10 of them that are all different consistencies. You've got serums and gels and lotions and creams. So depending on what it is that you're looking for, different price points. But personally, I'm going to be using the Mary Kay Clinical Solutions Skin, no, Barrier Restore 113. And so that is on the way, and I will be demoing it next week when we talk about my new routine. So thank you so much for listening. If you got something out of this, give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody that you think would also benefit from it. And if you haven't done it yet, please take a moment to subscribe. It's just a moment for you, but it means so, so, so much to me. I appreciate you more than you could ever know. And I will see you next week with my new winter skincare routine. See you then.